Get ready for an adventure. Here is a story called The Sparkling Circuit Mystery. Once upon a time, nestled among twinkling stars and fluffy, dream-filled clouds, lived a little girl named Luna. Luna loved the stars, especially the ones that peeked through her window at night. She spent hours dreaming of floating among them, each star a tiny, glittering friend. One evening, as Luna was getting ready for bed, she received a very special invitation. It wasn't just any invitation. It was a shimmering star that tumbled right through her window. The star sparkled onto her bed and transformed into a note, which read, "Dearest Luna, you are invited to the robot factory. We await your presence. Signed, your robot pals." Luna's eyes widened with excitement. She knew exactly who her robot pals were. Zoggy, the salmon-colored space robot, who could transform into 15 different shapes and ran on laughter. Clover, the deep pink forest sprout who grew a different flower on their head every day and giggled when the sun tickled their leaves. And Blinky, the violet-colored magical backpack who could hold anything, even a bouncy castle, and always had a joke ready. Luna was so excited, she practically bounced out of bed, ready to visit her friends. The robot factory was a wonderland of whirring gears, flashing lights, and cheerful beeps. Zoggy, with his salmon skin, zoomed around, shouting, "Welcome, Luna!" His voice was a playful, high-pitched buzz. Clover, with their deep pink leaves and a sunflower blooming on top of their head, waved hello with a giggle, their giggles sounding like tiny bells. Blinky, looking very stylish and violet, bounced with excitement. "Welcome, Luna. Come on in. We have so much fun planned," Blinky said in their friendly, talkative voice. Luna was amazed by the factory. Robots of all shapes and sizes zipped and zoomed around. There were robots polishing stars, robots playing musical instruments, and even robots making yummy robot-shaped cookies. "This is the best place ever," Luna exclaimed. "What should we do first?" asked Zoggy, spinning around. "How about a game of hide and seek?" he suggested, his eyes twinkling. "Great idea," Luna cheered. Blinky, with a cheerful, "Ready or not, here we come," happily agreed and was already zipping around the corner. Clover, with a gentle, "Let the fun begin," quietly smiled. Luna started to count, giggling with anticipation, and soon the factory echoed with the happy sounds of robots and little Luna's laughter. As the game began, Luna, Zoggy, Clover, and Blinky scattered to find the best hiding spots. Luna hid behind a stack of colorful circuits, peeking out from behind the stacks. Zoggy, in a flash, transformed into a sleek, silver spaceship and zipped behind some gigantic gears. Clover used their amazing ability to blend into the greenery, finding a perfect hiding place within a wall of blooming flowers. Blinky had the ultimate hiding spot. He opened up his pocket dimension and hid inside his spacious interior. While they were playing, Blinky was the first to notice something was off. "Hey guys," Blinky called out, "where did all the robots go? I see a trail of sparkly circuits." Blinky's voice had a concerned tone. Luna, Zoggy, and Clover gathered around, their game forgotten. "That's odd," said Luna, her eyes widening. Clover used their plant communication skills to try and find the missing robots. Clover gently touched a nearby potted plant and listened. "I don't hear them," Clover said. "Just some quiet humming." Zoggy, ever the problem solver, transformed. With a flash of colors, Zoggy became a robot detective, complete with a magnifying glass and a tiny hat. He began following the trail of sparkly circuits. This is a mystery," Zoggy declared. The trail of circuits led them through winding corridors and past giant robot arms to a dark corner of the factory. "And what are these?" Zoggy asked, pointing to a cluster of bubbles. They were a special kind of bubble, with the faint smell of the bubble machine. The trail ended at a large, shadowy machine, humming and grumbling. A strange and scary fog hung in the air around the machine. "Oh my," Luna exclaimed, slightly worried. "What is that?" Clover was gently swaying back and forth. Blinky was already rummaging through his pocket dimension, searching for something helpful. This is a bit troublesome, isn't it?" Blinky asked, worriedly. Suddenly, Luna remembered her dreams, the ones filled with sparkling stars. "I know!" she exclaimed. "Maybe if we make the machine happy, it will let the robots go." Zoggy looked at her, then at the bubble machine. Blinky rummaged through his endless interior. "I think I have just the thing," he said, pulling out the bubble machine. Zoggy, transformed back to his salmon robot self, smiled. He knew this was a tricky situation, but he was prepared to do anything for his friends. "Great idea, Luna," Zoggy said with a new excitement in his tone. He activated the bubble machine, and a flurry of rainbow bubbles filled the air, drifting towards the shadowy machine. The dark machine continued to hum and grumble until, as a bubble landed right on its metallic face, it started to shake. Then, the machine started to smile, slowly at first, and then wider and wider. The dark fog around it began to dissipate. As the machine smiled, all the missing robots popped out, whooping and cheering. They had been stuck inside the machine, unable to leave. Everyone rejoiced. Zoggy, Clover, Blinky, and Luna joined the celebration, dancing and laughing with the rescued robots. The robot factory was once again filled with joyful sounds. That night, back in her bed, Luna gazed out at the stars. She smiled, remembering her friends and the sparkling circuit mystery. She knew that even when things seemed a little dark, working together, like they had done with Zoggy, Clover, Blinky, and all the robots, could bring the brightest of smiles. And, as she drifted off to sleep, Luna dreamed of the robot factory, of the kind, smiling machine, and of all her wonderful friends. She knew in her heart that even the smallest of friends can make the biggest difference. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? What did Zoggy, Clover, and Blinky do to help find the missing robots? Let's see how you did. The answer is, Zoggy turned into a detective. Clover used their plant skills, and Blinky helped use his magical features. You did a great job, and they all lived happily ever after. Thanks for listening. Come back soon.